bit of a night owl. He'll tell you about it a little bit later. So, now let's talk about the bed, right? I mean, you can't get anywhere until you get in your car. You can't get a good night's sleep unless you've got a great bed. We've got the best mattress offer we've ever done. It's coming up in just a little bit. But first off, we're gonna introduce you to actually an innovation and a technological upgrade in the world of sheets. It's copper infusion. Now, you're probably familiar with Copper Fit. You know the concept of copper for taking care of odors, of being antimicrobial, of being a cleaner experience. And that's what these sheets are. They are, of course, the soft, supple, lightweight, true to color, gorgeous, wonderful microfiber sheet that you've loved and shopped for here at HSN. You tangibly will not feel any copper or any difference. But when you get copper infused sheets, you have to wash them less frequently. You are sleeping in literally a cleaner, healthier bed. They will fight odors, and they will be healthier sheets. So we are connecting you with a brand new sheet concept. That's something that you've already loved and shopped for before, but it now is gonna allow you to sleep healthier and cleaner every single night. We've got a gorgeous color palette to choose from, and today you get a full set of sheets, your flat sheet, your fitted sheet, and your 2 pillowcases for basically the price of regular ho-hum sheets. I mean, this is a steal deal of a price and a true innovation. Now, Ellen Bunner is gonna join us. She is our Concierge Collection guest, so she's an expert in linens and textiles, and she's been in the home decor business for a very, very long time. And of course, she's a mom. She's got 3 kids, and like everybody else, she's dying for a little bit more sleep.
Yes.
What is your sleep issue?
I don't get enough. And even when I can, I'm tracking my sleep now, and I don't get enough.
Don't get enough.
I can't go to bed when I should, and a lot on the brain.
Okay, so if maybe if you had to do less laundry.
Less laundry would be great.
Maybe if you didn't get in bed at night and go, ooh, I sweat last night, and now I gotta get out of the bed. Maybe we could get Ellen a little bit more sleep.
I think so.
These are a revolution. I mean, they really are. To be copper infused bed sheets, they've been out in the industry for a little bit. They are super, super expensive. You'll spend $39.95 on a pillowcase. Today with HSN, for about 2,500 customers, it's a very limited supply. We save these as a special for this show at the best value we've ever done. Sale price, free shipping, flex, everything you love. You're getting the microfiber experience that you love. Easy care, colors stay true. It's lightweight, it feels like rose petals, but now it's got copper in it.
Exciting technology. I'm so proud that we could bring these. If you go online and you look for copper infused sheets, you'll see little bits of them because they are brand new to the market. And we're learning so much about how copper infusion really helps, and it makes perfect sense in the bed. You want your sheets to stay fresher longer. You want to feel good about getting into a bed that's cleaner, a bed that's naturally fighting bacteria and odor-causing microbes. That's what copper infusion will do for you. Let's start with features, and then I want to show you these beautiful colors because this is exciting. You know, prohibiting the growth of microbes, that sounds scary, but if you're a hot sleeper, maybe you sleep with your pet, you know, all those things that we do, you know, this is going to help to repel that bacteria growth and limit odors causing germs. They're also hypoallergenic.
I mean, you know I'm a hot sleeper.
I know this is a personal thing for you.
This is a personal one for me.
And you also sleep with your pets, right?
I do. Two dogs, 2 cats. Somehow I managed to keep 2 kids out of the bed, at least for now.
Yes.
So a healthier, cleaner sheet. I mean, seriously, we're talking about health and wellness now, not just sleep. We're talking about cleanliness if you're a germaphobe. We've been talking about lavender and chamomile and vetiver and these gorgeous fragrances.
Exactly.
And then what if you get in bed and it smells like sweat? I mean, copper is in fitness gear right now because it actually repels the odor. This is a sheet set that is a pure sheet set. We all have to have sheets.
And you know, it's without chemicals, and that's what I really love. And you know, the other thing, I'm loving your show. You guys have talked so much about sleep and everything that influences it. And you know, color is part of that as well. And I really like the fact that these sheets not only feel amazing, I was reading reviews, you all love the way they feel. They feel just as soft and silky as our softest microfiber, but they're also in colors. The coral, this ivory, so tranquil. If you just want something really tranquil in the bedroom, that beautiful blue. We have the aqua on the bed, which is just a really light shade. Then we have sage, and of course we have your lavender. So you could get your lavender oils and your lavender sheets and really be set for a tranquil night's sleep.
And you know, obviously we always want to make sure everybody knows we have standards. We have ivory, We actually have white too. Now I know you don't see it on the bed right now, but we do have these sheets available for you in white. In fact, here is the color palette we have available. Maybe I'm incorrect. My card says we have white, but here's what we have available. It's actually ivory. Okay, so it's a little bit of an off-white. We've got aqua, ivory, lavender, sage, coral, and blue. And today, it's $10 off, it's free shipping and handling, and it's on FlexPay. You know, I just want you all to think about something. Usually an innovation, an upgrade, an improvement is a higher price, right?
Definitely.
I mean, we stay awake at night stressing about money. We've taken that stress away for you tonight. We're making it so that your laundry bill will go down. We're talking about your electric bill and your gas bill, your utility bills going down, your laundry time going down. But more than any of that, we are giving you a set of sheets that are literally healthier and cleaner every single night where you spend a third of your life.
It's true, and you know, if you look at the benefits of copper, there are benefits that we won't even talk about here that are really exciting, and this is such brand new technology. A lot of hospitals use copper infusing in their sheets. If you have that pet think about your pet in your bed. I love my little dog Snickers, but when she gets in the bed, what does she do? She shakes the pet dander, the things that you don't want to think about that you're sleeping in, that your sheets cover you head to toe. They're very important. So if you can have sheets that stay fresher, that stay cleaner, that are helping you to prevent the things from growing in the bed that you don't want there, this is a technological breakthrough. And what's exciting, we have it. And what's even more exciting, we have it in any size. We have it to fit your bed. These even have that deep pocket. So maybe you have a feather bed because you've really made your bed that haven, that comfy spot. This is gonna fit your bed with a deep pocket. And I love when I read reviews, even with all this technology and all these great features, what people love the most were the feel of these sheets. And you know, we can talk technology and we can talk new innovation, but if your sheets aren't soft, if they're not comfortable, they will disrupt your sleep. So this is a complete winner with all the things that you have going here. But it really is exciting to be able to talk about it in a show devoted to sleep, because sleep's so important.
Well, it is literally a third of your life. I mean, I've been very calm this show. I'm very much in my serene, go to sleep space. But wake up and shop for great sheets. At the end of the day, it's a mainstay. We all, I hope, leave in the morning with underwear on. I hope, at least most of us. We all have food all day. I mean, there's certain things that are kind of mainstays in our life. We all need to have sheets on our bed. Why not upgrade to something that's new, that's cutting edge in the industry, especially when it doesn't cost you a penny more, when it doesn't make you sacrifice fashion, when it doesn't make you sacrifice comfort, when it doesn't make you sacrifice on easy care, when you can buy a gorgeous color today and have it be that same gorgeous color a year from now because it's microfiber, it's lightweight, it's rose petal soft, and it's truly got industry innovation inside of it, that there are like major, you know, fund me and Kickstarter campaigns that people want $90, $100 for copper infused sheets. And for those of you that think, well, where's the wiring? Where's it? You don't touch, you don't feel, nothing in your tangible fall asleep, go to sleep, stay asleep experience is different, other than the fact that your sheets won't hold on to smell. Your sheets are literally cleaner and healthier than they've ever been before. You could launder them less often than you've laundered sheets in the past.
Let's talk about that, because you know, it's recommended that we wash our sheets once a week. How many of us are really doing that? I mean, I'm a busy mom of 3. You know, I mean, most people it's every 5 to 7 weeks. So we all are busy. This is one thing that, you know, invest in sheets that help keep your bed cleaner. And I wanted you to see too, just the way that these drape and the way that they flow, because this is, if you're a fan of microfiber and you love that soft, silky hand, that lightweight sheet, these feel that way. They don't feel like metal. They don't look like metal. The threads are infused with that copper. So it is really breakthrough technology that we're bringing to you tonight. It's really exciting. And at the same time, you know, think about what type of sleeper you are. If you wake up hot, if maybe it's your kids. I have a teenage son. He just told me when he goes to college, he's only going to wash his sheets once a semester. So I think I need to get him these. You know, you think about those things.
And by once a semester, he means, Mom, when you come to visit me, once a semester, you'll do the, seriously, if you're sending somebody off to college in the fall, you want them to have a healthier night's sleep, you want them to be in cleaner sheets, you know they're not doing it themselves. $39.95. Great colors, all sizes available today. Remember, when you shop HSN, you get the same price for every single size and for every single color. Normally, when a new innovation comes out in the industry, they go, oh, we got it in white. And oh, it's a different price per size. Today, take a look. I'm gonna show you all the colors quickly because I know you wanna get the opportunity to get these while they're on a sale price and while they're shipping to your door free of charge. Join over 500 customers who've ordered and another 500 who are on the line because we're gonna start to get limited. So these were saved for this show because they are the true embodiment of what we are connecting you to in this show. And in the Sleep Zone space, you all need better sheets, and this is a true upgrade today. With the calls coming in right now, there are maybe about 1,500 of these left to go around. And then we start breaking down sizes, we start breaking down colors, and it's a grab them while you can special. We've got aqua, if you're loving that bright, vibrant, gorgeous, bright blue, and then we've got the more tranquil, softer, traditional blue down at the bottom. You'll notice that each one of these colors, while they're a spring-summer palette, they've got a very muted, very calm sense to them. We've got ivory, for those of you that are purists, that would be the color I would get. We've got lavender, we've got sage, and we've got coral available for you today. Whether you want to shop twin for the kids who are going to college and say they're going to wash their sheets once a semester, or for yourself in California King, if you are already a lover of microfiber, you know that it's rose petal soft, you know that it's easy care and dries faster. Look at what we've added today, and you're not paying for it.
That's really what you need to think here is these sheets are only going to help with the odors. They're going to help with the growth of bacteria. They're going to help keep your bed fresher longer. And yet, you're not really paying anymore. You're not sacrificing the comfort of your sheets or your choice in colors, so why not? And here's what I think too, you know, if you do a little research, and I would definitely recommend it, copper infusion is really something that we're gonna see more and more of. And so if it's something that you can bring into your home, be on the cutting edge, try it out. You have 30 days to get these home, sleep on them, wash them, see what you think. See if your bed stays a little fresher longer. See if you have less worries when you climb into bed because you're not worried about bacteria, you're not worried about germs, you're not worried about those microbes. I mean, think about it. With all the things on your mind, I was listening to Alexandra, we all have those lists and those things that are bothering us. Let's take a couple things out,
Let's take germs off. Let's take
odors off.
Need to do the laundry in the morning off. Let's take the, oh my goodness, how long has it been since my son washed his sheets?
I can't let my dog or cat in the bed with me because they're drooling. Let's take all that out. Let's have a cleaner bed. Let's not worry as much and really get something that's brand new and exciting.
Okay, so here's your chance to shop. Here's our updates right now. I have 150 left in ivory. That's it. It's the great classic go-to, and at this price, I highly recommend picking up 2 sets. Most of you've got 4 pillows. A lot of you use 2 sets of sheets during the summer month rather than a blanket, and this is a great way to mix and match colors, have backup sets available to you today because you will have to launder them less frequently and because they stay fresher. Maybe it's a great set to put in the guest bedroom so you kind of never have to worry about it the way you worry about other sheets.
And I do think that's a bed we don't change out often. Maybe it's your kids, your teens. Maybe you're doing some summer traveling this year. Maybe you have that air mattress and you want to get a sheet that really works for you. That's what this sheet will do. And it's really exciting. I mean, the fact that you can all choose your own color. You're getting the softness that we know is proven with microfiber. And let's just talk real quickly. Not only the softness, it's that soft right out of the package. You don't have to break these in. You don't have to worry about wrinkling and fading because it is that microfiber fabric that we love. At the same time, drying faster, so it'll save you time in the laundry. And then remember, maybe not having to wash your sheets as often. I love that idea.
You know, I am a bit of a napper. I finally perfected the art of napping. And she's like, that's great. Can you teach me?
I need some tips.
The problem is, though, I can't tell you, Monday is laundry day. I always want to nap on Monday. And the bed is naked on Monday. So I'm getting some Mondays back. Get 2 sets and always have a fresh set on your bed. And maybe now it'll only be every other Monday that we have to change out the sheets and wash them. And you know, we've talked about this. I am a hot sleeper. I turn the thermostat way down. Adam Freeman thinks I'm nuts. I sleep with it like, let's just say the first number is a 6. I'm not going to say what the second number is because it's even crazier. I like it cold and I still wake up a little hot, a little sweaty. It is what it is. I have to deal with it. But to be able to get rid of some of that moisture, get rid of some of that bacteria, get rid of some of that germ,
right, because
and the odor itself.
The odor, I mean, the things you don't see that are just in your sleep environment, the bacteria, the growth of the things, the microbes that you don't want to think about. And a lot of that leads to the odors that come from your bedding, just like, you know, your workout wear and everything else. That's why this is something that's really exciting for us as consumers and for the market. You know, technology and textiles is so exciting. Microfiber has been one of those fabrics that's a product of that. Then to infuse copper into it, it really is taking something that we already love and making it even better and smarter.
So in our last few seconds, I know our clock's gone down, but we're about to sell out of ivory, we're about to sell out of coral, and we're about to sell out of lavender. So let me show you color choices one more time. And then we've got this great little graphic that I do want to remind you why copper. I help you understand why this is such a cutting-edge new innovation. We've got aqua, final call ivory, final call lavender, we've got sage, final call coral, and then we've got that classic blue to shop for as well. As we get close to 1,000 sold, I do want to remind you as well why copper is so important, why you take a classic traditional set of sheets and you infuse them with copper. We've got this great little graphic that really helps to explain why this is such a brand new cutting-edge innovation in the industry. Take a look. It's going to show you right now that it's copper performance, meaning take a look at your screen. It naturally protects against bacteria. These are actually literally healthier sheets. Now you get added softness because we offer them in brushed microfiber, but they will help prevent odors as well. And of course, 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 kids, my goodness, and a sweaty sleeper.
You
they were made